Hello, I'm Dr. Vijay, working as an associate professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Welcome to Digital System Design Laboratory. In this session, we are going to write the code for the basic building blocks of sequential circuit design. Nothing but the JK flip-flop, SR, as well as T and D flip-flops are going to design in this session by using VHDL coding. Now, let us see the SR flip-flop, and by using behavioral style of modeling, I have written this code. The inputs are primarily set and reset, the clock and clear. Outputs are the Q and Q bar. And here the logic is, whenever the clock equal to 1 and clock event occurs, that is across the positive edge of the clock, nothing but logic 0 to logic 1 transition, the operation starts. At that particular moment, if clear signal is 1, then output of that flip-flop Q will be assigned as 0 and its complementary output is assigned with 1. Else, if clear equal to 0 and the inputs S equal to 0 and R equal to 0, then there is no change of outputs, nothing but the non-complementary output Q will be assigned with its previous state of output value Q. The Q bar is the same of not of Q. Whereas when clear equal to 0, the input combinations, that is S equal to 0 and R equal to 1, then the output will be the reset state, like the output will be assigned as logic 0. When the inputs is equal to 1 and R equal to 0, then it is like set state, so that output will become 1. Otherwise, the output will be in the high impedance state, because 1 is considered as invalid state in the SR flip-flop. Now, for this program, let us do this simulation in order to verify its output states. Here I am assigning the clear signal as 0 and clock with certain time 10 nanoseconds, and inside I am considering the S and R inputs. Same 0 and 1 trailing edges. Here I am considering the 3 nanoseconds as the period for the S. For R, I am going to consider 6 nanoseconds as the period for the R. If I run this particular code for this 20 nanoseconds, see, for this particular case of always the clear is assigned as 0 and whenever this particular clock event occurs, the transitions see, because of this, the two states are high and high for the S and R. See, we are getting this high impedance states. The next case, see, when this clock changes from 0 to 1, at that moment the inputs are 0 0, so that the same previous state of value is continuous. So in the same way we can analyze all the states. So with this I can conclude the SR flip-flop. Now let us see the other flip-flop JK, and in this JK flip-flop we have seen whenever the inputs 1 1, unlike SR flip-flop characteristic table, it will produces the toggling of the output states. See, when the inputs are 1 1, we do get the non-complementary output Q as the toggle value of its same previous value. Remaining cases are similar to that of SR flip-flop. In order to do this realization of the JK flip-flop VHDL code, I have considered here the input JK as 2 input vector of size 2 bits, and other 2 inputs are clock and clear. Initially I have assigned Q with 0 because the same value is going to be assigned to its next state output value. See, whenever the positive edge of or else 0 to 1 transition occurs, the operation will start, and whenever the reset signal or clear is assigned as 1, the output will be reset to 0. Otherwise, by using this case logic, we have written this particular assignment of its 4 output states. Now let us do this simulation for this program to verify its characteristic table. There I have considered the clear as 0 always, and I am assigning clock with these values, and for this J and K, here I am assigning the values like this, similar to the clock signal. And one input with 2 nanoseconds as the period, and the other one I am going to consider with respect to the 4 nanoseconds. If we run this code, see the inputs combinations are, we have considered in the same order 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, and based on the event of this particular clock, we are going to obtain its corresponding outputs for this JK flip-flop. Now let us see the other flip-flop also, that is D flip-flop, and for this we have seen the same input will be transferred to its output, and additionally here we have considered
one reset signal, nothing but the clear. Whenever the clear is assigned as 1, the output will be reset to 0. In the remaining cases, output will be assigned with the given input value. See, all the flip-flops have two outputs. One is complementary and other one is non-complementary. And let us do this validation with respect to the timing waveforms. And here also I am considering by default the clear with 0. Of course, we are free to assign any value, but whenever this clear is assigned with 1, instead of the D input, the output will be assigned as zeros. Here I am considering the same value, same assignment for this D also, but with different time portions. See, this is about the particular output values for the D flip-flop. Across these positive edge transitions, the input of the D will be appeared across the output of this non-complementary output of the D flip-flop. Now let us see the final flip-flop, that is the T flip-flop. And whenever the input is 1, the output will be toggled, see, which is like the short circuit of two inputs in the JK flip-flop. That means when you assign 0, there is no change, but when you assign 1 to the input, you will get the toggle of its corresponding non-complementary output of the flip-flop. So it has, say, T is the primary input, the clock and clear are the two more control signals for its output. The Q and Q bar are its corresponding outputs. Q is initially I am considering with the 0 value, see, for which moreover we are assigning the same Q to its the next state value, so that we are assigning it as in out. By using behavioral programming style, we have considered this T flip-flop logic. See, for this positive edge of the clock, we are going to consider the logic. If clear equal to 1, output will be assigned as 0. As if the input equal to 0, then there is no change of output. But when input equal to 1, the output will be toggle. See, this is the simple logic for the T flip-flop. And if we want to do the simulation with respect to these assigned timing values, now we can verify its output. That is, here I am assigning the clear with respect to the 0 always, and clock with respect to the this kind of pulses which have the 10 nanoseconds is the period. I am considering the T input, which is also I am assigning like the clock, but with different clock period, 6 nanoseconds. As I am running it for 40 nanoseconds, and yes, if we run this particular good thing for the positive edge of this clock, see, yes, because this positive edge of the clock, when the input is 0, no change of its corresponding output. But whenever this clock occurs and if the input is 1, the output will be toggle, that is initially it is 0, now it will toggle to the 1.
With this, I can conclude the designing of JK, SR, T and D flip-flops by using VHDL modeling. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.